We're going hunting, guys. We're gonna get these dragon hearts. Also, Angel Ring is the best thing in the world on Aurelia. This is just free creative flight on a planet with like 300 times gravity. It's awesome. Okay, let's look around for some dragons. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm looking at this, I only need 2 hearts. I'm pretty sure I have 2 hearts. Well, I guess while I'm here, I may as well get some more. Whoa, almost fell to my death. Man, not the nighttime fight. I'm using the minimap to aim. I don't even know if I killed it. Sick. I wonder if there's any good loot here. Yeah, okay. 2 extra hearts is probably plenty for now. Embarrassingly easy fight. Now there is one more machine I need that I don't have already, and that is the Sky Cauldron. This allows me to convert blocks of draconium into charged draconium blocks. I also need Eyes of the Storm, which are pristine thermal elemental matter plus aerothium dust, so actually this is pretty easy. Also flux and liquid starlight. The Sky Cauldron looks awesome. It does need a bit of Alph class, but that's fine. Also a Celestial Collector crystal, which is also fine. Needs a Starlight Collector, which should be no issue at all. Blocks of Mana Steel, and the multi itself. Needs Dew of the Void. Oh wait, I needed this for one of the chickens. I never got around to that. Anyway, Dew of the Void comes from the vat. And Grains of Piezality, Grains of the End. Is this output? I don't know. And Nutrient Distillation, which is also in the vat. So let's make the vat. And, well, you know, let's make the entire Sky Cauldron. I'm going to put it in the Astral area because it is an Astral multi, so it makes some sense. Well, I mean, it's not an Astral multi, but it's an Astral-themed multi. So I'm going to put it over here. Now, to make these parts, I do need some red matter, because that's how I'm going to get my liquid draconium. Even if I went directly by smelting the draconium and then fluid extracting it, or just extracting it, I would still need the same thing. And what that thing is trinium coils. Luckily, I can make trinium coils now. And I have blasted a bunch of trinium already in preparation for this. Well, we started the process. The vat is working. I am going to time accelerate the shit out of this. Ooh, didn't like that. And with this nutrient distillation, I don't know which ones I need to get. I think I need to get Grains of the End, which are annoying because this is a soul binder with an Enderman soul. Ugh. Means I need a soul binder. Ugh. And I need more nutrients too. Grains of Piezality at least is just a multiplier and it's pretty cheap. Okay, I need a soul binder. Now don't mind me. I'm just here to bottle one of you guys up. We're going home. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Okay, Ender Crystal. Got my 2 types of grains. And let's put this in and see what happens. Cool, some Dew of the Void. Now, I think it would be much more intelligent of me to turn this into a chicken, because then I can get more Dew of the Void. And with that Dew of the Void, I can make the Sky Cauldron. I have already gathered everything else I need. Oh look, my trinium coils are done. Great timing. Here's the resonating chicken. And that, I think, completes all the chickens I actually care about. That's pretty cool, except for the infinity one. But that's coming up soon. Alright, the last of the wyvern stuff coming in. Then I'll have to fusion craft it all into Draconic. And then I'll probably look into upgrades. I don't really know how Draconic Evolution itself actually works, because I've never done that before. So I'm gonna have to look into what kind of upgrades I need for this fight. Okay, let's try this out. Infinity boots, draconic legs and helm with no upgrades. But I feel like the Mantle of Stars is going to carry me through this. I think this might be enough. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how Draconic Evolution works. Let's go kill the dragon. I am gonna teleport here, of course. Seems pretty chill for right now. Destroying these things is kind of annoying though. Ooh, I can damage it now. Hello? Where am I? What the? I feel like this would be a lot easier if I upgraded this bow. Here it is. Hello? Come back. You're not getting away right now. There we go. Nice. Oh boy. Dangerous. That's a lot of levels. Alright, I'm gonna get this Chaos Shard and dip. Okay, now we can make an Infinity Chicken. Well, 1 million byte plan. Okay, we're gonna do this piecewise. We're missing a few things though. Sulfuric acid, this is fine. Antimatter, that's totally fine. 3 more dragon hearts, I can do that. Diamonds are fine. This is painful. The empowered diamantine crystals, that hurts. 260 is a lot. I don't think there's any getting around this though, so... Well, guess I'll get to work. Nether stars. This is actually fine. I have infinite nether star dust. Gotta make another batch of charged zirconium and... Ooh, stem cells. Now, for this batch of stem cells, I'm gonna do this kind of shit method. It's going to be enough for now. But I'm gonna need stem cells for wetware in the future. And that I'm gonna do like this. So I have to do a whole growth medium and bacteria line before this. But for now, I'm gonna get away with doing this. Okay, well, I need to let my toluene build up quite a bit. And I also need to do the diamantine crystals. I think I'm just gonna have to spend the whole day doing this. Probably gonna play a different game and just kind of tab in and out. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, I'll see you when I have the chicken. I'm in physical pain. Hello. It has been a long time. I have returned. I have everything. And I am so ready to be done with magic for like a year. Oh my god. Please, just give me the infinity chicken. Let me out. Let me out. Now, I know I don't need to make many more infinity catalysts, but I think this is just kind of a cute way to place this whole structure in this area. I'm going to use a copy-paste gadget. So, with just 2 blocks on opposite ends, that's copied, and now I can just paste it for the next one. I do have to remove those 2 blocks every time, but that's fine. I wish I could time accelerate this, but I don't know where the actual tile entity is. Which one of these? I don't know. Anyway, place. Oh, so nice. Oh lord, he coming. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh yes. Oh, thank god. I'm free. I'm free. This is basically the end of the game. The rest of it should be Greg Tech, which I can do for days. And everything else should just be supplied by the chicken. I hope. Oh yes. Get in there, boy. Get working. Infinity eggs. They have so many uses. Enriched Naquata, U-235, Plutonium-241, Tungsten, Osmiridium, Indium, Awakened Draconium Ingots. This is kind of a disgusting recipe, but yeah, Awakened Draconium Ingots. Red Matter. Name Error Soul, I guess that's Wither? Smeltery or Melter to make Molten Infinity, because apparently adding an extractor recipe was too much effort or something, I don't know. A big one. Autoclave into Neutronium. This saves so much TNT. And I can centrifuge eggs for eggs. More chickens, scrambled eggs, nether stardust, and dimensional shards. This truly is a chicken that does everything. And now we can actually start talking about the creative storage key. In fact, I'm kind of looking at it. I think I can just make it. I don't think I need to do wetware. I mean, I need ZPM Energy Hatch, so I can tier skip to do this, but I have 4 wetware mainframes from this quest. I don't think I actually need to do wet wares to finish the pack. That's kind of weird, but okay. I will tell you right now, I don't plan on 100%ing this, because completionism isn't really my thing. I kind of just want to reach the end goal and move on to something new. Something with less magic. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe something here does need me to invest more, but I'm just not seeing it right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna start gathering all of this stuff. And this might be the surprise last episode? I don't know. Ugh, I didn't expect this. Now, as far as I can tell, realistically, all that's required still is a research station and a high-performance computing array. This is kind of like the quantum computer from GTNH, but I think it works a little differently, so I need to look into this. But once I have those two things, I can research the ZPM energy hatch. I can put some ZPM energy hatches on this bad boy, and then I can make the key. Pretty much the only things I'm missing are more eggs, which is whatever. A few minor resources that are easy to get a hold of. And I gotta go take my artifacts out of the warp drive. I also need 4 more dragon hearts, a bunch of antimatter, which I'm just gonna bucket up, and crystalline alloy, which for some reason has to be made in the melter, but that's fine. It's cheap. It's super cheap. Mana, steel, and diamond. Basically free. So yeah, we are actually almost there. I just need a research station and a computation unit. So I've got my research station here. I got my object holder, which is where the actual object goes, along with the data orb in here. This will start running as soon as I provided computation and power. As for how much computation, I need at least 8 CWU per tick. And I need a total computation of 32,000 CWU. CWU is compute work units. It's just a unit. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a number. While doing research, it's going to consume 1 amp of LUV. The compute work units will come from this high-performance computing array. This is kind of like the quantum computer from GTNH, but it's a little bit different. So instead of having racks where you put in circuits and then you just get computation based on voltage and things like that, instead, you can set up a little system inside of this space. And based on the orientation of things, you'll have your compute components being cooled appropriately, hopefully. And they will also output computation into this hatch, and then you transport it through the thing. I think that's how this works, and I hope I'm not wrong, but I have 2 HPCA computation components. Each one is going to make 4 computation per tick, and it requires 2 cooling. So I'm going to place these, one down here, one up here. I've also made 4 HPCA heatsink components. These are passive coolers. There's also active coolers where you can supply a fluid to help with cooling, but passive is just free. This only provides 1 cooling, and remember that each one of these needs 2, so I'm going to place 2 over here and 2 over here. So this should dissipate the heat. And finally, I have some empty HPCA components just to fill the gap. Now, if you hover over this interface on the GUI, it says max CW per tick is 8, cooling demand 4, cooling available 4, and bridging disabled. I'm not sure what bridging is. I hope the computation units don't have to communicate with each other or something, because I saw that there is a bridging component. It seems like this just allows HPCAs to connect to network switches, which I don't really need. I don't need a big array of computers. So I hope this just works. But okay, I'm gonna wire everything up and we'll get this final item scanned. And then I can make a ZPM energy hatch, or 2, upgrade this assembly line, and craft the creative key. Cool, pretty straightforward. This works now. This is providing 8 CWU per tick, and the research station is scanning. It's pretty slow, and it's gonna take a while. In the meantime, I'm gonna gather all the items I actually need for the ZPM energy hatch. And I'm gonna do the encoding of the pattern and everything, and I'm gonna get started gathering all the stuff I need for the key. Shouldn't be too bad. 2 ZPM energy hatches, complete. This is now a UV assembly line, which means I can make the key. I kind of want to just gather everything up one by one and then watch it happen, you know? I think that's going to be cool. Let's start with the storage key. We already have one. 2 chaotic cores. I need a little bit of antimatter for the neutronium, for the chaotic cores, and also just for the neutronium itself. So I'm going to pick up all of this antimatter in the void world. Oh boy, this one's slow. This one is super slow. Well, I guess while that's happening, I can make the infinity blocks and the neutronium blocks. The infinity blocks are made in a melter for some reason. And I need a grand total of 9 stacks of eggs to be melted. I'm gonna set up a hopper and a chest, and this is going to go. Honestly, thank God for the time in a bottle. Thank God for the time in a bottle. As for the neutronium blocks, this is super easy. Let's go. This shit has genuinely taken like 30 minutes to charge up. My God, unbelievable. Well, time to wait a bit more. But here's the first of 2 chaotic cores. If only the quest gave me a second one. In other news, the infinity eggs are nearly done melting. And I have my neutronium blocks. I have my wetware in storage already. I've made 4 IV field gens, and I need 16 awakened cores. I'm crafting the awakened cores right now, but I need some awakened draconium blocks to finish up, and so I'm kind of stuck behind the chaotic cores. But once that's done, I have all the items. The 2 artifacts are in my warp drive. I'm gonna go grab them. And then the last thing I need is this molten crystalline alloy. The other 3 fluids I already have, or I can very easily make. Molten crystalline alloy is also made in the melter, so again, I'm stuck behind the infinity. So once the infinity and chaotic core are done, we're done here. That's crazy. I didn't expect this to happen this episode. Infinity is done. Crystalline alloy is, you know, basically done. All that's left are the awakened cores. Well, it's time to put on the spacesuit one last time. Grab my artifacts. Look out over my half-complete roofless base. God, I really kind of was super lazy with the space, wasn't I? That won't happen again, employees. But for now, let's get this key. Oh, it's crafting. I will see you in about 15 minutes. It's been about 1 minute. It's crafting right now. It's a 900-second craft. I just want to kind of fly around the base and look at everything one last time, and also yap about what I didn't like about the pack, what I liked about the pack, and what's going to happen next. So first of all, I think making all these multis was a waste of time, because I don't really think I needed that kind of throughput, and some of these multis don't really make sense. Like the solidifiers, you need a different solidifier for each type of solidification. That's kind of silly. But then there's also the high performance computation array. This thing is way cooler than the quantum computer from GTNH. I like this a lot more. This is a lot cooler. I also do like that machines don't void your inputs when you power fail, and instead you lose progress. I didn't have to think about power because of that. I could just underpower everything and eventually everything would finish, which is nice from a convenience standpoint, but I think it leads to bad infrastructure, which is exactly what I have. I was able to get away with only 4 plasma turbines, only 3 steam turbines, and only 8 extreme combustion engines. I think in total, I probably make about 1 million EU per tick. That's not that much for an endgame base. Then again, I am only in ZPM, so this is like 8 amps of ZPM. That's not a lot, and I think I shouldn't have been able to finish the game with only this much power, but I was able to because the machines don't void your inputs if you power fail them. A lot of the multis have very cool animations. Fusion was a big one. I think that was really cool. Also, the non-standard shapes over here are also very cool. I like that they're not just boxes. I mean, they are just boxes, but they're not 3x3x3 cubes like the LCR. This is boxy, but at least it has some shape to it, which is cool. And also different textures. Some of them are animated. I did like doing the plat line, and I did like doing the Naquata line. That was a lot of fun. I am kind of a simp for processing lines after all. Ore multiplication is amazing. I barely had to go mining because of it. I'm pretty sure I moved my miners like less than 10 to 15 times in the entire playthrough. That's not a lot. One thing I did not like though was all of these ore processing multis being unlocked in IV instead of in EV. There was a gap there that didn't feel good. So if these were down tiered to EV, that would be amazing. Chickens are awesome. Chickens are cool. I like chickens. Now for magic. There are 2 sides to this. I think objectively, the magic integration in this pack is pretty good. I like that I had to do magic to do tech, and I like that I had to do tech to do magic, and I like that there's so many processing lines or systems that are integrated together. Like in the very beginning, the whole mineral thing with the tree beacon, that's cool. I think that's cool. Also needing Starlight for Nitro Diesel, that was also pretty cool. But, and this is subjective, this is totally just me. I am sick of magic mods. I can't do this anymore. I need to do a pack that doesn't have a magic mod. I need to spend like a few months just not doing magic. Because it's just so jank to automate, and also this terrestrial agglomeration plate, making that diamantine really kind of broke me. That was way too much to do by hand. And like, yes, you can jank automate most magic things, but that's just not as nice as like a native solution like this. The multi-blocked things, these are cool. I like the mana extrapolator. Overall, I don't know how I feel about this pack. Relatively good, but clearly I didn't feel so invested that I felt compelled to finish my buildings, because I kind of just started lawn basing near the end here. And I don't really regret it, because I kind of wanted to be done with this pack. Because I am planning another pack in the near future, very near future. And that pack is going to be Star Technology. That's a Skyblock Modern Greg pack. And the corporate head office has contacted me and said that they are somewhat satisfied with FTB interactions, but they demand high effort, high returns, high gains from Star Technology. And they're demanding more than one Stargate from me. So that is what's coming next. After I get my key, I'm gonna hop in the space station and we're gonna warp to Star Technology. All that's left to do now is to wait for this key. See you soon.